I'm going to try something in today's video that I've never done before. We are going to play the whole of January's transfer window in today's video. Don't know how long it's going to be. I don't know how professional this video is going to be. But let's give it a go. To join me on the 31st of December. Let me tell you, our transfer ban has been lifted. Our transfer embargo is lifted. The board are pleased to announce that the club is once more in a position to operate in the transfer market following the lifting of our transfer embargo. Yes! First off, schedule. Straight onto it. Let's show you how things have been going since the last match, which was very professional of me, having to go and actually check who we played in the last live comp. So our last game was against Aroca away from home. So that was followed up with a embarrassing, a shameful, a disappointing defeat in the cup against Lower League Division 3 Sao João de Ver. We put out a very heavily rotated side. I actually brought on all of our big guns in the second half when we were losing. But we were beaten, and my players showed me that some of these people are just not good enough for this club, let's put it that way. Heavily rotated side, and we went out 2-1 in the cup. That was followed up against Faranse, and we lost 4-0. Started to panic a little bit here. Back-to-back defeats. We looked poor, but then we went into the month of November and things just clicked. So first off, a draw against Lexus with Perez on the score sheet before we played Casapia, and Agra got the goal as we beat them 1-0. We then played AVS and got another 1-0 victory with again Agra on the score sheet. We then played this, I need to focus for this one, Moreirense. Nailed it. We beat them 2-0 with Bosnick and Helder on the score sheet. We did get a red card to Agra though. Shocking tackle. He just randomly two-footed someone. Then played Vitória de Guimarães and got 1-0 victory with Pino on the score sheet, our young attacking mid. We did then come back down to earth. First off in the league, losing to Porto. We only lost 1-0 though with 10 men after Helder, our young winger, picked up a red card in the 10th minute. And we've just lost in the Allianz third round against Porto as well, 2-0, which was a bit upsetting because that did mean we went out. Perez picked up a red card in that game. Not the best, but yeah, I'm not overly fussed about going out that Allianz Cup in third round. We can now focus on the league campaign. Now, one thing to mention straight away is that Perez is leaving us. So by far our best central midfielder, by far. And he is leaving. He's going for 1.6 million. Now his contract was due to run out in 6 months. So cashing in on him again, 1.6 million was just business we had to do. So we are bringing in 3 million into the bank in 1 day's time. We're currently 1.1 million in the red. This month we did bring in a bit of money. You can see here Gates receipts of 500,000. You can tell we've came up against some big teams this month. Today I'm actually going to be playing Sporting. I don't know if that TV money's come in yet. We'll check after that game. We'll recap it. But I'm not live comment because we've got a whole month of transfers to deal with. But before we go anywhere further, I have 2 players I want to bid on my shortlist. We need players. We need depth. We need quality. We are losing Bruno from our back line. So I'm thinking Pedro Mendes, we found him a few months ago. He's been on our shortlist, just keeping an eye on him. So I'm thinking we go in straight away and just put in a bid. You're about to enter. Okay, what we'll do is we'll go back. From this screen here, I will approach the agent. We're keen on signing him and we'd like no more. He'd want between 500 and 650 a week. That's great for us. That's fantastic. I'm happy just to go into contract negotiations with him now. So he wants to be a fringe player. I'm, again, fine for that. What I would like to say is a 6-month deal with an extension if you play 15 games in the second half of the season. I'm not giving an unused sub fee, and I'm not giving an appearance fee because I think he might feature a lot. We short of players at the minute. If we can bring in just a couple of players who are quite experienced, I'm going to be a happy man. I'm going off just a little bit more. So 2.6 sign-on fee, 575. And I will try to sweeten it with a £200 clean sheet bonus. Let's see how that goes. He wants 725 if he's only going to do 6 months. Okay, well, can we go 650? 725. How about 675 and a 220 clean sheet? Okay, he's happy with that. That's a great bit of business. For 6 months, we bring in a player who has the history where he's played at Montpellier, Rennes, Parma, Sassuolo, Sporting. He played mainly for the B team, Real Madrid's B team as well. So he's got experience, he's got knowledge. He's better than the nobody we currently have. Also, we need a right back. So Cedric, former Arsenal, Fulham, Southampton player, I've had on my shortlist as well. Luckily, no one's came in for him, so we're very interested. He wants between 1k and 1.2. Can we get him down? We can, to 900 to 1.1. Thank you very much. I would like to get Cedric for this season and next season. He wants the number 2 shirt, which is currently available. That's fine by me. He wants a 2-year deal, which is, it's actually 1.5 years, so we can do that. I'm going to remove the appearance fee. I'm going to remove the new sub fee. I'm going to give a 1-year extension if you play 30 games next season. Not if you don't manage to do that. And what we'll do is we'll offer you 8k sign-on and your agent 2k. We're going to put the wage up to 1.1 because we did remove the appearance fee and put clean sheets up to 200. He stuck it straight away, straight in. Okay, so before we've even entered January, we've definitely secured 2 deals. Now, another player who did keep popping up basically in here, you know where you get recommended players? Popped up in here is Marcos Jr. Let's just assess him again because his contract has just run out. He's been playing at Volta, yeah, that team there, in Serie C in Brazil. Do I think he could come in and do a 6-month job for us to add depth? I really do. I do. Let's just see what he would want. He wants between 3 not even, no. He wants 3k a week. Not even a remote chance of that. Okay, so we're now on the 1st of January. Unfortunately, we did slip up there with a 2-0 defeat to Sporting, but I do think they are pretty much a step above us. And the gate receipts had already come in before the game started, so our balance was the same. It has just gone to even because obviously we have just sold a player there, so we got 1.555 in. Bruno goes out tomorrow to Sporting. There is an intermediary fee, but that's going to be again more money coming in, which is fantastic. In terms of the squad, we've just lost our best defensive mid and we lose our central defender. So we've got a new defender and a new right back coming in. That's going to add depth to our defence, which we didn't have before, right back for starters. And we do need a defence midfielder. So the first thing I always do is go on to the overview and see who's getting recommended. So first off, we've got quite a few people. We've got an 8k one here from Sporting, which it stands out just because it's somebody from Sporting. Same here. A centre midfielder for 14k from Sporting. He's only 19. Doesn't look a world beater, but again, what stands out is them players for that kind of value. Can we bring them to the club? So again, looking at this guy, doesn't look that good, but again, we've just got to keep looking at these guys and seeing, okay, why are they so cheap? He's one here from Benfica, on loan at AFS at the minute. He's a left back, 22 years old. He looks really, really good. So jump reach is an issue, and also he struggles with big matches. So that's a little bit of a worry, but he's very consistent, and he has good athleticism. So would he do a good job for us as a rotation option? I think you've got to say yes. And when we're looking at these stats for in the league, you can see here, even though he's only got 6.63, I like his pass percentage, tackles and headers is fairly decent for a mid-table side. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the agent first off. We're keen to sign him. They would want 1.8 to 2.3. I'm not overly impressed with that kind of price. They would go to 1.6. I'm going to say I'm thrilled with him. What we're going to do is we are going to just add him to the shortlist for now. He is on it. I don't think I'm going to throw the bid in straight away. I think I'm going to wait on him to see if we can find someone else, because he is someone who might come in the summer. His contract's running out in the summer. There's a couple of your free transfers. Carlos Rodriguez, who's a winger. We do need a bit more depth on the wing. He looks okay. He's both footed. He is injury prone though, so that's a bit of a concern. But I'm thinking we're going to offer him a trial for a week, just so we can have a quick look at him. Got a defence midfielder here as a Lara Mendy, 34 years old. He's been at FC Dallas, started Real Madrid, been at Real Sociedad, just been at FC Dallas, now released. Now, this is an option. This is an option. I know the player. He was fantastic at Real Sociedad. Very good mentals. Decent technicals. He's 34. Bit of a concern. But you can see Club Brugge, Altai, who just picked up our player. Them type of clubs are after him. So let's just have a question with the agent. 6 to 7.5k. So unfortunately, we're not even close. We're looking around 2k mark for wages at the minute. And we've got a central midfielder here, Alan Sonora, who looks good, and we actually know a lot about him. Just been released by Juras. He's been in South America. Injury prone again, though, is a bit of an issue. I don't like the fact that there's a lot of injury prone players popping up. Pasando Leva, so he's a left back. And he's okay. He's okay, but this is again a prime example for why I don't jump in at the first left back I look at. He looks okay. He's not fantastic, but he's okay. But my question then is he better than the two left backs we have? We have Ferreira, who is quite decent, 34 years old though. Then we also on the bench have Julio Dabo, who is not that good. So is he better than him? Yes. Is he good enough that we should bring him in and we have three left backs for the remainder of this season? No. So we will leave him. So Proto is an attacking midfielder, stroke striker, and being a Tigre, but he's only picked up 13 goals in 107 games for them. So I think, and injury prone again. I think we'll leave him. And then Carvalho, who is injury prone. What? Our recommended players are all just bloody injury prone. Like every single one of them. Go right back here from Braga is transfer listed. Work our way down. We've got defensive midfielder here, 35k. Nuno Felix from Benfica. Oh, he's not as good as I hoped. Not as good as I hoped. When you see the price and you're like, well, I need defensive mid. Got some others here. You got a striker there, 180k, but we don't really need a first choice striker. So what I'm going to do is I will straight away go to the scout center. I will clear that. We've had a look through that. I'm going to activate our scouting for this month. So I'm going to go worldwide scouting. We need people. We need people. First off, scouter players. Where are we at the minute? If I'm saying I want a defensive midfielder, where are we at? If I say, who is the best player star rating wise you guys have found? The best players player we've just lost. He's gone off, by the way, to earn 69k a week. You've got to sometimes say, yeah, okay, we've lost you. Go out there and earn the money. There's nobody massive. But what we do is we're going to go to recruitment focus. We need a defensive midfielder. This actually there. We need transfer. We need them to be ready to play now. First, somebody under the age of 27. I think we might have to just leave it as any. Top target. We've only actually currently got one scout, but that's okay. I'm going to say his current wage is at most 2k a week. I'm curious if we're going to find anyone. I am curious if we find anyone. And what I will also do is I'm just interested now also to just have a look on the transfer market to see who is available in the defensive midfield position. Do we have anyone who is fantastic who we know a lot about. Go to general. Sorry, contract. General. Go to wage. At most 1.5k, because then we know they're not going to ask for much more than that. Is there anybody standing out here? You got a player at Stockport, J. Mingle. No. Got a Greek player here in Montreal who could be okay. 400. We can't afford it. Not till we know how much we're making each month and stuff once all this has happened. We check the loan list. We're going to check the loan list and see if there's anybody available on loan at the minute. Oh, Japanese player here. Termination 428. Dear me. Someone here, Bologna. Summer El Azuvi. He is a 6'2" defensive midfielder. Wage at 9 point. Can't afford the wage. We're going to have to put the wage at maximum 2k. Because then they might ask for about 80%, which we can afford. Okay, how are we looking now? So we've got someone here from Finland, again at Bologna. Hittia. He's 6'1". Maybe. This is the issue. Determination 6 to 9. One players who are going to come in and fight for me. Meda, 11 to 15 determination straight away with something. He lacks flair, leadership off the ball. Position is good though. Can't dribble. You need to be able to at least play football to an extent. Care if they lack the flair. We've got Bernardo here. He looks okay, but lacks technical. I think we're going to be struggling at the minute. I honestly think we're going to be struggling. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go forward. We've set out the recruitment focus for defensive mid. Our parameters are, I think we might struggle. We've just maybe set it a bit too wide. We'll see how it goes. I remember I added him on my shortlist a while ago now. 45k. I had the vision that this guy could maybe step in and become a top player for us. Albanian international, 22 years old, currently at Benfica playing for the B team. Can we negotiate something? And we're keen on signing him. In order to sign him, we'd have to pay that. He wants 2.1 to 2.6. We can get it down. If I can get him for 2k, I might look at spending the 45k to bring him in now. Just got to see if we can afford it. Okay, so I got an offer for Vukotic. We're just not in a position to sell him at the minute. 250k, I rejected it straight away. He's leaving us at the end of the year, so maybe 250k might be nice to cash in and get just that money in the bank. But that's something maybe at the end of the window we can look at doing. We can't afford it at the minute. But Benfica have accepted 45k for Bajrami, so let's negotiate this. Squad player. Because then if he's not playing well, we can drop him. I'm not giving an appearance fee. Not giving that. He wants a 5-year contract, which, okay, you're going to do a good job. We'll offer you just a little bit more to sign on. 2k a week because I did remove the appearance fee. I'll give you 500. If we get a clean sheet, 500. I'm going to say 2 point. Let's bribe the agent a little bit. I think what we might do is this. 10% of profit when we sell you. We want 2.4. I'm going to say 2.2. I'm going to lock that in. Accepted it. Okay. Come on. I think that's a good bit of business. Because honestly, I think he could be our centre-back till at least Champions League football, in my opinion. Okay, the first in is happening. Pedro Mendes, central defender, on 675 a week for 5 months. And I've got to say I'm over the moon with this. Natural fitness of 5, so let's hope he doesn't have to do anything. But do you know what? 6-month contract coming in to add depth to that central defence. I think it was a must, wasn't it? We were short of people. He knows the language. He knows the country. it was a good bit of business. Okay, so recruitment focus wise just didn't work. I think I went way too open on that one. So let's do that. But let's nation Portugal. Let's do that, shall we? Top priority. Go and see who you can find. What I found 30k a month. I set it on the 1st of January. How can we not afford to continue it for January? The whole point of me starting out on the 1st of January was it runs out at the end of January. My scan range ran out after a week. Ugh. Good job, me. Good job, me. Our second signing, another defender coming in. So for 45,000 from Benfica, Bajrami joins us. We have just lost a few people here. So first off, let's just recap here. Discuss this, shall we? So we were 2-0 up. And we lost the game 4-2. 4 defeats in a row now. 3 in the league, 1 in the cup. Not the best, but we have just signed defender though. I mean, you know, swings and roundabouts, ups and downs and all of that. He does look quite good as well. Left-footed as well. Loves big matches. I mean, if anything, let's go on to the tactics screen. He's going to go straight in to there. And then Abascal is back as well. He missed the last game. Mendes goes onto the bench. Our defensive side already is looking better. With Bajrami and Abascal as our back two, and Mendes as the rotation option off the bench, already a lot stronger. So really pleased with them signings. So I'm interrupting the video to say thank you firstly for the support and the continued support on the content that I'm creating. If you are in a position to do so, there is an option below to become a Patreon member or to become a YouTube member. It will cost you 49 kroner a month, which is about $3 or £3 a month. And that goes towards future things on the channel, like I'm looking to save up for a new microphone, for example. To pay towards my Premiere Pro for editing the videos. It just helps show a little bit of support, but also if it builds up to a certain amount, I can look at taking a day off work a month to help towards creating that content and making it just a little bit better for you guys going forward. But only if you can afford to do it, go down and click them links. Don't do it if it does financially put you in problem. Let's head back into the video and thank you again for taking the time to listen to me. This must be what's like living in London when the buses start coming. They all come at once. So Cedric joins us now, 33 years old, 1.1k a week. So we really are making light work of these signings here. So let's get these guys registered, shall we? So we need to unregister someone due to the amount of we need 7 first-year senior players. Don't really understand what that means. I think I should have gave Helder and Pinto contracts now, but I agreed their contracts for the end of the season. I think that's ended up kicking us in the teeth. Is this a first year? I don't think it is, so we can remove him. There we go. There we go. It's random youngster kicked out. So Cedric comes in though. He's 3.5 star. I mean, he's just quality. He's quality. So he's going to come in straight away. Our backline's looking a lot stronger. Cedric, Ferreira, both experienced fullbacks, and then Bajrami and Abascal there. We maybe need new defensive mid, especially now we're going to be missing him for a month. Agra suspended after the red card in the last game. We definitely need somebody in the wing position to come in. Now we have had Rodriguez on trial. He is injury prone, but he does like big matches. 1-year contract, maybe? Can we look at negotiating that? What would he want? 3k. Then that's not happening, mate. I'm going to remove that. And we are also going to contract. 2-year trial. You want stupid money? Goodbye. I've just been suggested Rodrigo Marquez by my by his agent offer there. I'm wondering about a loan deal. It says unavailable. His dribbling looks really good. His passing's okay. He's rapid. I'm just wondering if when Agra's injured or suspended, could he be an option for the remainder of this season on loan? I'm going to make an offer. A loan offer. They would require no wage contribution. Your squad for 6 months. I'll tell you what. We'll offer 30% just because of the fact that we're dropping it to squad play. Or shall I go regular start just to almost keep them happy? Yeah, well, let's go regular starter. What we'll do is I'll try to give them some minutes to keep them happy. But that could be a great one. I had to go in and see who else they had in their B team. I was curious as well, like the likes of Sport and Porto. Do they have anyone over the age of 20 in the B team who maybe just needs to get out and get some football? Where we need. Because we still are short of people. Like, you got this guy here, an Angolan international. Transfer listed £12,000. Like, gone finished on him. Yep, okay. Back here. We're currently sitting in 7th, by the way. We didn't discuss that. Again, so go for a week. Find out what we can about this guy. Who else has he got? Defender here. 6'4". Quite a high value on him. Oh, we've got another defensive mid here who was transferred to 28k. But he lacks the balance. Could be a bit of a... Came as Sporting, then went to Porto. Some good attributes, but then some poor ones. Maybe we could look at him as being someone who coming on again. No wage contribution. Honestly, I don't see an issue with these type of guys coming in and adding depth to our squad. We're short of people in them position. If he's not a world beat, we're not going to get relegated this season, I don't think. The bid's in. Okay, the loan deal for Rodrigo Marquez is done. Confirming that one. Let's have a look at him, shall we? Hopefully he looks okay. Oh, his pace is nowhere near as good as I hoped. But he's okay. And we didn't really have any backup wingers. So he's better than we expected or had. And he adds depth in positions where we just didn't really have anyone. But he's going to go there because now we can play both flanks. So, for example, in the next game, Agra's suspended. Marquez will start. And Levente will go on the bench. So, straight away, we're in a good position there. He's left-footed as well. So, when he plays, he will just be a natural winger as opposed to the inside winger, which Agra is. But straight away, we've added another bit of depth. We've added that one more player to the squad, and I'm happy with it. Helder's shown progress, 16 years old now, and he could be an absolute gem. The only thing about recording the whole of January is at the start, you're throwing in a lot of stuff. So Rodrigo Fernandez has come in. People are not too impressed, but at the same time, he's costing us nothing. He's not the worst. And again, he's costing us nothing. He's 6'2". He's okay. He's okay. Like, I don't think he's as bad as people maybe think he is. But I've just cleared the selection now because we need to add some people in again. I think we were going to be over the limit. Okay, we're in a better position now there. Let's confirm that. Back out here. Again, though, it just adds depth. So here, for example, we have Vencinio's out. We don't have that many more players who can play in the defensive midfield positions at the minute. So maybe next game Fernandez gets a start. Another option we could do is this. So Vukotic comes in because he's so good, but he just can't tackle. But he can come in the more support role, and Kamara could be the defensive midfielder who sits back a little bit more. That probably is my preferred one, actually, and Fernandez on the bench. But either way, I think we've added some good depth so far in January. We really have. I think I would like one more winger. Maybe a winger who actually knocks on the door of the starting squad. I think. Because Agra has been good, but he's 33. And also, maybe we need to look at moving him on. So I set up a recruitment focus for a winger, and 2 got recommended straight away before it's even kicked on. So the first one here is 24-year-old large champ. He's valued at 400k. I'm not spending that. But Emerson Urso, he is a 23-year-old Brazilian from Botafogo, valued between 4 and 12k. But he's listed for loan. His contract's up to the end of the season, but I'm just wondering, he likes big matches, and his decision making is good, and he's also got good speed, it says. 13-13, it's not bad. I like what I see. Not a world beater, nowhere near. He's got very low wage, so we could afford to pay his whole wage if we needed to. But also that means if he does okay for us, we could maybe look at picking him up in the summer on a free. And he's probably not going to want too much. Let's put an offer. I think we can bring in more loans. Checking here. Okay, we can get him in on loan. On 7 players. Okay, the squad must have no more than 7 players over the age of 22 on loan from foreign clubs. We currently have none. So we sorted there. You don't want any loan fee. You don't want any wage spent. Just an optional future fee of 5.75. Happy with that? So let's make an offer on that. Again, a player who's going to be coming in is costing us nothing. I'm going to keep our recruitment focus going. And if we can pick up someone who's a proper good winger, we'll still look at doing that. But another player coming in on loan who just adds that depth for the second half of the season. We've picked him up. Emerson Urso's joined us then. I think it's a good bit of business. Even the bloody fans are happy, and they've been complaining everything I've been doing so far. We've picked him up. I think I'm happy with that bit of business. Another player who can go onto the bench, so I'm going to do that, I think. I'm just looking. We've got more depth now. We actually have a scroll to look at stuff. But Agra's back, so Agra's going to come on. Marquez is going to go onto the bench. So yeah, we're actually starting to have just that bit more depth in the squad now, and we're looking solid, and we're still spending a decent amount of our wage with some left, and we've got just under $1 million in the bank as well, which, sad to say, was not how we looked. So I think we're looking decent. I really do think we're looking decent. I'm going to keep an eye on the recruitment focus, see who gets recommended. They're currently looking at 25 people, which is great because it means we might actually get suggested someone. And this guy, I'm going to actually just say I don't want, so we're going to ignore him. I like what we're doing right now. I like what we're doing. I did put the scam wage back up to world for the remainder of this month to make sure this works. I don't quite know why it disappeared. Here we go. Let's see what this is. Right, there's a few murmurs of squad depth. No, there's a few said about squad depth. Right, see what they say. We need sufficient quality of right back. And we need it now. You know, I just signed Cedric, right? And we have Almeida as well. Do we not like him? No, I'm going to say we've got youngsters we should be focusing on. Okay. Not like we signed a right back, is it? I mean, stupid. Wait, hang on. I'm curious. No, it's none of my right backs came and kicked off about it. I needed a bit more depth in defence midfield, and it's been ticking along towards the end of January, nothing really happening. Koyate has popped up on my suggested, recommended. 35, 83 caps for Senegal. Could he offer depth and experience in that defensive mid? Because all I'm thinking then is maybe we then can let one of our players go. He only wants 1.5k. Just wondering would he accept if we said also an assist because he is playing in that defensive mid. Say 275. We give his agent 2k. Would he take that? I'm gonna lock in 1.5. He wants a few more things. He wants Assist up to 325. Clean sheet 350. Goal bonus. International cap. I'm not giving you that. Yearly wage rise. That's no chance. What I could say, it's not going to happen. 50% sell. Yeah, he's took it. Okay. So he's going to be with us pretty much till the end of his career. But all that means is we could late on in the window now. He's going to leave us in the summer for free. We could move him on now and actually get some money. So let's list him. Let's properly list him and try to move him on before the window closes. Okay, so we are ending on the deadline day. So this is going to be chaos. So let's see what happens. I'm hoping... Oh, some other people are coming for Coyote. I'm hoping we get some suggestions, which are some good players. Quite often... no, I'm not going to be loaning him out. Won't be leaving on loan. I'm hoping we get suggested some players here. I always like to have a sniff around, see what we get. Goalkeeper wise, I always keep looking at this transfer value as well. We're not spending stupid money on people. So the ones who come up in positions I'm not that desperate for with values over $1 million, I'll normally ignore, but I'll have a quick sniff just see with their teamwork 4 to 9. He's not going to slot into what I want long term. We've got another 18-year-old winger here. Work rate 9 to 14, 8 to 13, 9 to 14. Good pace, Colombian. He is listed for loan as well. So what we could do there, that's a play. Okay, they want us to pay his wages. We're not going to do that. Would I scout somebody like this? I think I probably would. So we'll throw the scouting on him. Got an attack midfielder here from Argentinos in Argentina. 40k to 425k. No, 1 to 4 determination. That's not going to happen. Got a winger stroke striker here. Matkovic, Croatian, 18 years old. Good determination, good work rate, good jump reach, 6'3". Seeing attributes I like on this guy. 100%. 100%. Now, is he going to be a player who is going to break in our squad now? No. So I'd rather just get the scout report on him and look at maybe him someone we look to bring in the summer. So someone from Leon here. Ibrahim Fall. Determination lets him down straight away. First thing I glance at. Paulo Diouf. Central defender. 275. 18 determination. Stamina's with an issue. Heading 12. Marking 13. Tackling 12. Positioning 16. I like what I see here. Wanted by Red Star. I like the look of this. Wants to be a breakthrough. 400 to 550. I think it's fair. Fair. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I'm going to offer you 250 after he's played 50 games. 100k up front. And 25% of profit for next sale. So we're going to put in that bid straight away. So it's very much based around, look, if this guy comes in and continuously performs, I'll pay you big money. I will pay you big money. We've got Norwegian here, Alexander Jelsa. 6 for 1. Came through Viking. Then went to Molde. And now at Molde, valued up to $1 million. So again, I think what we'll do is we'll put in a little scout on him. The shooting, oh no. Straight up, and you load it up and you decide, nope, this guy doesn't. Left winger here. Determination 5 to 9. Another winger. Good determination. Again a Colombian. Jump reach 1 to 2. Strength 1 to 5. Vision. Can't head. Can't do from distance. So much to do to read good on him. We'll scout him as well. See if we can learn a bit. Got 4 more here to look at. 5 stars right back. No. Got a goalkeeper here. I'm not really in the market for a goalkeeper, to be honest with you. Guys, 26. Got an 18-year-old here. Benne Bat. Wow. Really quick. 13-17 pace. Crossing 13-17. Dribbling 11 to 17. Passing 13 to 17. Great determination. Might have found a little bit of a gem here. Makes it yes, minimum fee release. Okay, 2 to 2 points. Yeah, we negotiate the contract. These are the type ones where you got to decide: do we go in with a very big bid of 500,000 for this club at the minute? What we're going to do is we're probably going to have to scout him. Don't think we can afford to throw money at somebody right now. 500,000 is a lot of money to put on someone right now. Kyoto is going to Sudderall. That's unfortunate, but we did try to negotiate him. Generation Foot want him back. I'm going to reject that. But they've accepted, so it looks like we're going to be picking up a very, very talented looking defender. Again, clean sheet bonus. Again, a little bit of an incentive. 5% of future profit. Oh. I've been backed into a corner by your conditions and don't see how these negotiations can be successful. Okay, but you see I'm really tight on my contract negotiations. And sometimes it backfires. And in that situation, it backfired massively. Okay, that was not expected. The first one who has shown up as a free. Quite often you'll get recommended or suggested free transfers. Players who have zero value. And finally one has popped up here on deadline day. So let's have a look. Anas Zarouk from Vitesse, 18 years old, attack midfielder. For nothing. Termination 3 to 7. That's the disappointment. But he costs nothing. Sometimes you've got to wonder, do these guys deserve to come in, even though they might not be the most determined players, are free? He's been playing for Vitesse, so let's just have a little bit of a look. Okay, he is willing to negotiate on his contract. Just wondering if... I'm just thinking if it's someone like Amrabat at Tarat, who used to play for Queen's Park Rangers, for example, Tottenham. He was such a creative player, you almost sacrificed the hard work. Could he come off the bench and do a job? Could he develop into a player who's like that? It's 800. A 2-year deal with the option of 1-year extension. Okay. 5% of that. I'm not giving an international cap. Share that. Okay, he's took that. Every now and again, I'll take a risk on a free transfer on a player who I can't say everything about him, but he's young. Maybe can add that flair to the squad off the bench. I think this is the type of player where that's the risk I'm taking. He's costing us nothing. He's popped up in our suggested players. And we're going to take the risk. I do think if we needed to, we can move him on. So let's have a look. Comes in our under-19s. Oh, these are one of the moments where I think we've made a mistake. It's quite good value. But I think we're going to play him in our under-19s for this year. And probably in the summer look to move him on. But if we can get 100k from him in the summer, looking at his value, we might be able to. Then we recoup that money, but yeah. Not every transfer in Football Manager becomes successful. And let me tell you now, that's the situation where it's happened. But, 2 more now. We have Ismac Guzman. He's a striker. We can't say anything about him again. From America, from Boston Bolts. Again, I think he has potential. Let's see what we're going to end up having to pay for him. 300 a week. Move all of these things. Maybe give him an extra £25. The agent an extra £25. And tell him if you score goals. There we go. 350 a week. I'm taking the punt on him. See, this guy, we can see a little bit more. And I don't like what I see. We're going to ignore that one. Got another one here on a free. Harry Hughes. Pace of 16 to 20. He's been scoring as well in America. Welsh as well. Going to take a risk. Oh, he wants a high wage. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. I can't take a risk. I can't see enough of him. Okay, our second free transfer of deadline day. Let's see how he looks. B. Okay. Exciting. We'll send him on the course. Okay. Doesn't look a world beater. Poor concentration. But might do okay. We'll keep an eye on him in our B team. Again, maybe we can move him on. I'm not sure. Is anybody else on a free? There's nobody else on a free transfer showing up at the minute. So I'm going to ignore them. Yeah. Okay. Can't head or anything. I will accept that and just let him move on and get football elsewhere. Same with this guy as well. Doesn't look that best. We'll let him move on. 45 minutes remaining there. It looks like deadline day is done. Deals didn't get done, which is a bit upsetting for him. We'll do the squad registration for the rest of the season. And have a look back at January. First off, fixture-wise, only one victory. But after that slip up early on, the 4-2 defeat after leading, we end up getting a draw there against Amandora with Marquez on the score sheet. We then drew against Braga 0-0. We then beat Estoril 1-0 with Bosnic ending his goal drought there. And a 1-0 against Nacional with Bosnic again on the score sheet. So we're currently sitting in 7th. 1-8, drew 5, lost 7. 29 points. We are 14 points clear of the drop. We are 10 points outside of the top 5. But top 5 was never our target. I think if we finished 11th, I'd be delighted. I would be delighted. In terms of our transfer business then in January, we sold 3 players. Perez, Bruno and Gaskins went for £180. We ended up letting them go on for. I just didn't see anything in him. But 1.6 and 1.4, so 3 million in total. We've signed a few players. So first off, Pedro Mendes joined us on a free, the experienced defender. We then signed Bajrami, who comes in as our new first choice central defender. Really, really good deal for £45,500. Cedric comes in, former Arsenal, Southampton, Inter, Sporting fullback. Really pleased with that. Then Marquez come on loan from Sporting. We then brought in Fernandez on loan from Porto. We then brought in Urso on loan from Buggerfield. We then brought in Zaruk on deadline day for free from Vitesse, which I think might be the worst sign we've ever made. And Guzman also from Boston Bolts. What a name. Most American name for a club. Comes on a free transfer as well. 18 years old. So 2 deadline day signings. Both of them for free. Just don't think we're financially in the position to be spending that much money on signings. I think we're getting there. 2 million so far in profit this season. Bit concerning considering we've sold 3 million of players, but we've got to keep progressing. Our squad has a bit more depth. We need to be looking for players going into the summer. We definitely need to add some proper depth to the squad in the summer and also some quality to the team. I think a left winger is first priority. Then maybe a left fullback as well. Cedric, I think, definitely has another year. Pereira, I think this last year, definitely. So we need a left fullback. But all in all, I think we're looking good. I think we're looking like we've got more depth. I'm genuinely pleased. I want to say thank you for watching. This is probably the longest episode I've ever made for this type of series. Hopefully it edits together well. And we'll see you in the next episode. You will see on the screen now the people who are patrons or monthly members through YouTube. If you do want to join, links are in the description below. The YouTube one, you can just click that join button next to where the subscribe button is. or go into the description if you want to become a Patreon member. Links are below. Thank you for your support, and hopefully I will see you on the next video.